technology. Okay. Can you hear me, good people? Can you hear me? Hello, people of the internet. If you can, please let me know. As you all know, I have been trying so hard to work with StreamYard, and there's still a little bit of a learning curve, but I'm still very proud that I'm trying. I'm getting better. And actually, I'm coming to you late because I was going to be here earlier, but when I was setting up my StreamYard, I was so proud of myself, you guys. I had everything all set up, at least, to my satisfaction. I was locked in, loaded, ready to go. And somehow, of course, I accidentally deleted my setup and I had to start all over again. But you know what? It's okay because we roll with the punches. That is life. That is learning. That is the universe. That is the energy that we're putting out here. And you know what? It's okay with me. I'm okay with that. But I do want to thank you for tuning in. I do want to thank you for being present and being here with me today. You guys are amazing. So far, I've been getting some views on my lives, which I'm very thankful for. So, again, thank you all. I will never stop expressing gratitude because while I love to just talk to the internet, to talk to the universe, I know you all, you don't have to listen. And I appreciate you lending me your ear and offering what I have to say. So, let's get started. If you don't mind, I'm going to take a quick drink. My throat is a bit parched, but that's okay because I'm really excited. Like I said, appreciative for everyone who's tuning in, everyone who's here. I'm so happy that you're here. Okay. So, hopefully, if you're here by notification or if you're searching, oh, you know what? Actually, no, I'm sorry. Before we even get into the subject, into the meat of it all, I would definitely like to thank, um, again, if you're watching the replay, thank you because weirdly enough, people have been watching. Not weirdly, because it's not weird. I know that I have things to say, but I know the internet is so vast that sometimes, like, even rain, it could be a storm, but comparatively to the ocean, you still don't feel like it's too much. But for the people who have been coming in, who have been listening, I truly appreciate you. If you can see on my banner, if you would really love to support the channel, it is free. Please subscribe. Please like, please comment and engage. Because I'm here to have a discussion. I would love to talk with you guys. I would love for us to connect, have a great time, get to know each other better, and just share ideas. Because again, the goal of my channel is connection. the goal of my channel is to, help people and just kind of build a community of people who are out there. So, there's that. And I'm thankful for you guys. Okay, so going into, again, if you got the alert, you were searching my channel, you just see it here. The topic I wanted to talk about today, tonight, this evening, this moment in time in our existence that we're sharing together, I would like to talk about internet drama. Okay? And this channel, of course, is about positivity, but I just want to tell you that when I'm editing video and working on my scripts and doing like things for my channel, especially being a small creator, I like to go out and I like to look for other channels, just things that I may find interesting, things that I see out in the internet. Just getting to know people, just getting to know other creators, just to see their thought process, like what their content is, how they come up with these things, because I'm extremely curious about people. I'm extremely curious about people who aren't afraid to be expressive, be themselves, because of course the you in YouTube is you. And hopefully you're in a situation where you can express yourself and that's being picked up by your people. And I don't want to mention their names because I didn't ask them about it. I didn't even tell them that I created on YouTube. I didn't say anything. But one thing that I did notice was I was in a group alive with some really interesting, cool people. They were very funny. They were very diverse. They were very open. Well, I can assume they were diverse. When I was talking to them, they were very just open and kind, and I really appreciated that energy. I thought that that was like amazing, like truly. And they were telling me, and I mean, again, I was not prepared. They were telling me that there was some YouTube drama that they were in, or that somebody was in. Somebody was defending someone. And they ended up getting doxxed. And I'm like, wait a minute. Now, granted, of course, I'm not by any means, I'm not green. I'm not wet behind the ears. I'm a millennial. I am not new to this internet stuff. Or at least I thought I wasn't. I figured I was pretty true to it. Well, in us talking, they told me about, the situation where they were defending a friend and someone in their chat ended up doxing them. And I said, hey, hold up now. Hold up. Now, wait a minute. Why are people doxing you? Like, I didn't realize things were that serious. Whenever I've ever heard, and again, this is not to demean another platform or what people are doing in the world, because again, we all have our unique experiences. We all have our things that are going on. So, we really can't judge other people and their situations. But I just found it very interesting that this particular person was doxxed for something that I just really felt like the punishment didn't fit the crime. And when I asked this person how they felt about that, how they did it, they just said, yeah, it was stupid. Luckily, they were, they had a great attitude about it. I don't think he really seemed to care. He didn't express that he cared. It was more along the lines of like, yeah, these people are jerks. And, if they would have come to my house, of course, I would have defended myself. But honestly, I was a bit taken aback because going back to my title and my thumbnail, internet drama, and where is the beef? Where's the beef? And this is where I'm going to need, hopefully, again, if you're tuned in, some like internet, what's the word? I'm gonna need some participation in this conversation. Hopefully you all are out there and you are willing. But I just want to know, first thing, have any of you ever experienced this? Because I have never, but then again, like I said, even though I'm a child of the internet, I love the internet for, again, as a tool, the way it can connect people, where it takes us, the things you can learn about it. You can hop on the internet and be speaking with someone in India, Brazil, Uganda, Switzerland, Norway, I mean, Antarctica. I mean, literally anywhere. It's such a great tool in what it offers us. But I was really just shocked. I was super shocked that that was really going on. And again, I've heard of like Facebook beef or things of that nature, but I was really taken aback. So, have any of you? Oh, hello. Hold on here. We have our comment from right now. I will say this. I would like to do a special shout out to Kiwi Producer. Kiwi Producer, thank you for coming in again. Thank you for being here. Sorry. Bear with me. I'm trying to share my live, you guys. I'm still working on the multitasking, so bear with me. Um, but yeah, hello, Kiwi Producer. Again, thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for being here. Hopefully you have some insight. Let me ask you this. Um, have you ever had any experience with this Kiwi Producer? Because when you come in here, you kind of say hi and bye, but you don't really, that's kind of it. But experience. Like, have you ever been involved? Hold on. Okay, Kiwi Producer says, hold on, I want to mark their comment. Kiwi Producer says, I see it all the time. Like, where? Where are you seeing this, Kiwi Producer? I'm actually like, now if you're going to say like Facebook or Twitter or something like that, then I probably won't be too surprised. But if you say that you see it all the time on YouTube, maybe I'm just not in the right, because YouTube is this vast. I mean, it's like a micro universe. So again, if I've missed it in YouTube, I'm okay, fair enough. But I'm still very, very surprised by that. So like, please. Okay, so Kiwi Producer says no, they have not been involved. Okay, that's a great thing. I'm really glad because the beef out here is real. Um, but anyway, I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep going. So I was speaking to these individuals that I had met. I was lucky, fortunate enough to meet last night because, like I said, I cannot stress enough how much fun I had. Now, granted, I don't know these people from a can of paint. I don't know their history. I don't know their backstory. I don't know, besides what they were telling me, what their position is within said beef. I just feel like, again, it it baffled me that that would actually happen to those people who just seem like, yeah, some chill guys. Some chill guys minding their business, just, hanging out, doing whatever, guys do. I was shook. So I was taken aback. And I guess what I would like to know is and this is not it because I guess I'm looking for a way to phrase this. And again, please bear with me because again, this was an entirely new experience for me, and I wasn't really sure how to process or how to act, how to take this. Like I was like, what is going on here? But essentially, I want to know, like, is it real? And please like my live if you don't mind. I do see that there are 3 of you in here. If you won't mind, if you would like to support my channel, please, 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 like, please, 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 comment, please, 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 subscribe. Thank you. Okay, so anywho's back to the BS. I was really just taken aback that that was really a thing. And I just want to know, like, of course, when you are affected and the internet beef kind of hits you, when you're involved in it, I can know why it's real because it's something that went from the internet to your real life. But I guess if you're a person who wants to dox a person, I guess this is more a question. Well, I'll get to the question of the receiver. But for the people who have been doxed, I mean, for the who do the doxing, where's the motivation and why do you do that? When does the beef become a reality for you? Because I'm just assuming that if you're on the internet and you come across people and they're saying something that you don't like, right? Why do you have to take it so far as to insert yourself and put yourself in someone's life so negatively where you're doing those types of things? Like when is it real for you? Why is it real for you? What do you get out of it? Like, where does it come from? Did the person upset you that much that it made you want to just, I guess, like destroy, annihilate them, seek them out? Like, what is so offensive to someone on the internet in regards to internet beef where you want to take it that far? And furthermore, what can we do as a community? I mean, to I guess try to help you get over that. Because putting that negativity out on people, and granted, I don't know the circumstances. I'm just basically going off something general. Because when I was talking to these people yesterday, it seemed like a very basic thing. It was just like, yeah, this person doesn't like me. And it's like, okay, so they haven't slapped your mom. They haven't offended you like personally. They haven't come to burn your house down. Like, what is the offense, and what can we do to avoid this so this isn't something that's going on and continues to happen? How can you alleviate these issues with someone without it really becoming an issue? Because I don't love that for you. I don't love that for you, and I don't love that for the people that they are going through. Now, I will say this. I'm pretty sure that there are people that definitely, I don't want to say deserve, but someone might be like, well, listen, this person has committed these atrocities. These people have done these types of things. And that's why people are reacting the way that they are. And I understand that there are exceptions sometimes. But let's talk about these very, it seems to me, and again, I'm not trying to be facetious, but from my view, these kind of petty beefs. Why? You guys ever seen that meme with I'm pretty sure he's a pastor. He's just like, why? 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 Yeah, why? Why? Where is the beef? Why the drama? Why so serious? Can we really talk about that? Can we have that moment where we're just like being very honest with each other? What is really going on here? And, again, I would really love for you guys to chime in. I see that three of you are in here. Don't be shy. Please chime in because I would truly like to know your perspective. I would truly like to know your experience and what you're seeing out here. Like when I go onto YouTube for me is like entertainment and educational. I like to go look up, I guess, like movie reviews. I like to learn things like if they're talking about different cultures. When I'm doing my home workouts, because depending on how I feel, I work out at home. So, what is it? What is the beef? Why do we have these problems? Why can't we get along with each other? Where is the disconnect? Are people just coming to YouTube to have a beef with someone? Or is it something that's really genuine? Is that person really going through something and they're just taking stuff way too far? I want to know the perspective. I want to know like why that is. And Kiwi producer, I know that you're saying a lot. I know that you're doing a lot, and I'm sorry. I don't mean to keep bringing you up, but you're the only one who keeps coming in here to chat. And again, I truly appreciate you. I don't want to use you as a chat crush. But how can we avoid this? Where can we like help people to really get them to like let the beef go? Is the beef really worth it? Worth it, excuse me. What happens when someone takes it too far? You see articles of people who have, I guess, beefs with people on the internet really over nothing. And then next thing you know, that person goes to someone's house and they're dead. Their family not anymore because of internet drama. So I'm hoping that we can come to a spot where we're willing to let that go. And that's not necessarily a thing. We're done with that, you know? And with internet beef, can we as a community collectively say, okay, listen, we can talk our stuff on the internet. We can say whatever we want to say to each other. But I don't want to get involved any further than that. And if you feel like you need to go any further than that, well, let's just disengage right here, right now. Let's not continue this cycle of having problems with people for no reason. Let's not continue to carry on to a point where this may escalate. Someone may get hurt. someone's put in danger, you're doxing them, putting out their personal information, putting that person themselves, things like that in jeopardy. That's not really good. That's not conducive to, especially if you're trying to be, for lack of better words, a better person. If you want to elevate yourself, if you want to connect to your higher mind, what does petty beef at the end of the day get you? Like, where are you really going with that? How does that serve you? How does that energy serve you? What do you do with that? Where are you taking it? And even for those who are encouraging the beef, maybe ask them, why are you encouraging it? Because if you just want to see someone get hurt just for your entertainment, I think it's time to seek another source of entertainment. If you're trying to do something because you feel as though, oh, well, this person really deserves it, again, I'm not sure if you're right or not, but where does that authority come from where you decide that you're like the hand of karma? What makes you feel that you're the ultimate decider of who gets in trouble? What makes you, I guess, like the authority in this situation to say that this is what it is and yeah, this is what we're going with? Like, why is that? Yeah. And that's the thing. I guess I agree with you, Kiwi producer. Kiwi producer just put it in the chat that it's stupid. And again, I know that everyone's situation is different. I'm not going to go as far to say like, oh yeah, it's totally stupid because I mean, I don't want to be naive in saying that, oh, you guys are just all wrong. This isn't right. There are better ways to handle this because I don't know every situation. I'm basically talking about the situation like I saw last night. People don't agree on a subject, okay? People don't agree on a subject. Someone says something like, man, you're a freaking idiot. And I'm pretty sure they say it worse than that, but I don't want to curse and things like that. And they say, you know what, man, you're a freaking idiot. And his friends come and say, he's not an idiot. He's okay to be him. He can be whoever he wants to be. He could say what, we're just having fun here. And then somebody just says, you know what? You've made me upset. Now I'm going to dox you and I'm going to figure out your address and I'm going to post your address over and over and over again. Why would you do that? Because here's the thing, I know for a fact that's not your higher mind speaking. That is not your higher mind. Your higher mind would more than like you again, unless it is like the most up high type of cause. I believe your higher mind would tell you this is not even worth it. This is not us. This isn't who we are. Why are we engaging in something that's not within our own realm of existence? You're going out of your way. You're using the energy that you can channel into yourself. And if you don't need that energy, if your cup is full, pour it into someone that you care about. Pour that energy into your children, your loved ones, your parents, your neighbors, your community. Don't let that good energy go to waste for internet beef because you're the drama or you want to be the drama. Who wants that? And again, this is for people who are seeking their higher selves. And maybe that's the thing, because for me, I feel like whether we know it or not, we do want to seek our higher selves. I feel like, of course, there are people who've gone through things, they're downtrodden in life, and maybe they've lost that connection to their higher self. But it can be reopened. You can like start that fire. You can go where you're putting yourself back on a path, or on a path where you are truly seeking understanding of the universe, and even more important, understanding of yourself. So I just want to know what's really going on. What are we doing here? What is really going on? And I'm asking because I truly would like to have understanding. I truly would like to gain a perspective where we can work together and kind of let that part go. Like, I don't feel like we need it. I don't feel like that's who we are. And again, I feel like we lose the message as well as the meaning. And you don't want that. You do not want that. But with that being said, to the three of you again, thank you for being here. What I'm going to do is go get a beverage. And when I come back, we're going to pick up where I left off, okay? All right, let's go. Okay. Thank you guys. We are back. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, yeah, we're back for real now. We are truly back. Okay, back in the building, back in the booth. Okay. So, any hoozle. What were we saying? Oh, yeah, we were still talking about the internet beef. And again, thank you, Kiwi Producer. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Kiwi Producer, are you a YouTuber? Like, do you actually create content? or do you just view? Because I would be interested to know. Because I see that you have a channel. Wait, let me look. Okay. Channel, no videos. Okay, that's fine. So no, would you ever create content, or are you just here for to view and to engage, which again, not bad. I respect it. But I'm just curious, like what is your purpose here on YouTube? Are you just a viewer in this thing called life that we're all experiencing together in this beautiful, beautiful universe where we are energies that are connected with one another? And can I just say this as well? Like, again, I know we all can't just get along miraculously because, again, it is the universe. Other beings don't get along, animals don't get along, but it's more along the things of survival and all of that stuff. It just happens. Energies collapse, energies collide, energies combust. But I guess my question is, will we ever get to a point as beings, not just as like humans, like, oh, we're human, but as beings? Do you think that we will ever get to a point where we're just open and accepting of each other? We accept the fact that we are connected, whether we like it or not. We share the same DNA structure, but yet we have such a hard time just relating to one and another. Like, why is that? Like, do you guys know? Because I truly don't. Because I love the connections that the universe provides me. I love the gifts that I receive. I love the fact that I'm able to just be myself and just let things happen. I feel like that's so wonderful. And I want that for you all too. I truly do. I want you to be able to experience the beauty of the universe and just accept it into your mind because your higher mind is truly waiting for it, whether you realize it or not. Like, it's so good. It's such a beautiful thing. And you truly don't know what you're missing. And I want that for everyone. I want you to have that connection. I want you to be in touch with the universe and be open to the things that you will receive if you allow it to happen. And hopefully stay out of the internet drama. I'm sorry. I'm not going to go into it. I had to just do a little pivot because, again, I'm truly grateful to the universe. I'm truly grateful for you all. I'm really grateful for the connections in my experience within my life that has got me to this point where I am able to connect and be there. But anyway, back to the drama. With the drama of it all. With the drama. The drama. Why are we so and why does it seem like we're so quick to just let loose on the internet? Because I doubt that people are this hot-headed within their realm. I mean, I'm pretty sure some of them are and some of them can be, but I mean, let me know. Do you think that people are as hostile in their everyday lives as they are when they come on to these platforms? When they come on YouTube and they're Scotty Too Hottie 6'9" 420. Are they really out here like doing these things? Or are they like generally a cool person who found a community you enjoy your community, and now because you want to belong or because you feel personally offended by something that someone has done or said in your community, and now it's time to just let loose. And this is not even who you are on an everyday, active, regular basis. Isn't that strange? Because I honestly feel like it's strange. I personally don't care for it. And again, there's a lot of things on the internet, just like with the people who are doxing people. Clearly, you don't like something either. But I don't like it, and I just feel like I don't want to accept it. I don't want to allow that energy not only to come for me, but I reject that energy from coming to me. I don't want that. I don't want to be on a platform where I'm expressing myself, and because someone is offended, they feel like they're in the right to just be nasty and violate. Or they feel like, well, it's the internet. So you put yourself out there. Absolutely. And let's talk about this too. There's nothing wrong with discord to a certain level. There's nothing wrong with disagreements and having like a fight because you don't agree. But I'm talking about like the level of energy where you are taking it to that next step. We can hope for kumbayas all day every day, but that's not the reality. That's not how it is. I just want to know, why is it we're doing what we're doing and going to those extremes? And to the person, like, I know he's not a subscriber. I believe it is a guy. If you're not a guy, I'm sorry. But to the person that I met last night and who went through that, I'm really sorry that you went through that. I'm sorry that you, even though you're taking it on the chin and you don't seem to be bothered, I'm sorry that you were on the receiving end of that type of animosity and energy from a stranger online who was compelled to essentially put you in danger and expose you. And I truly hope that if you or anybody who feels compelled to do that hears this, I really hope that you don't. I mean, again, these are just my lives where I'm trying to connect with the universe. I'm trying to connect with you all. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to express my opinion. I want to receive opinions and just be creative, just have an outlet. But truly, I know that I wouldn't, and again, I reject it, but I would not want to be on the receiving end of something like that because someone doesn't agree with me or someone doesn't like what I have to say. I don't think that that is a useful product of energy. And let's just say that someone is saying something vile and foul and ignorant, and I'm not telling anyone to, oh yeah, report their channel, take it down, but YouTube has guidelines and rules, and if it's something that heinous, just report them. Report them if it is truly heinous, or if it's something that's really bad or illegal. If you have the abilities to dox this person, can you please, please, please just go call the authorities? Call the police in their area. Get in contact with an investigator. Um, I don't want to say like call the FBI, but again, this is for something that's truly heinous, because doxing them could possibly put somebody else in harm's way. In a scenario where you're absolutely 100% right, this person deserved it. They committed terrible atrocities, and you're doing your due diligence to put it to an end so that no one else goes through these atrocities again. You don't know that person's mental state of mind. You don't know if they have weapons, booby traps, guard dogs, lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my. You don't know what type of things they may have at the disposal or waiting for someone. And you could truly be sending someone who is in their heart doing the right thing straight into the lion's den. You could be, or you could be sending someone to be put in a position where they have to defend themselves and something bad happens, and it's like you just like, yeah, you just don't want to do that because again, the possible repercussions, you know, like that butterfly effect. Butterfly flaps his wings in America, it turns into a tsunami in Japan. You put someone's information out on the internet because they're heinous, and the next thing you know, that person is no longer with us, or the person that you sent is no longer with us, or that person is hurt, that person's in prison, or God forbid, you put the wrong information. Let's say you just say, you know what, I'm gonna do it myself. I don't care. I don't need anybody else to do. What if that's the wrong person? What if it's someone with a similar name, or they moved from that address 2 weeks ago and now it's a new family in there, and you're going over there to enact justice? It just it's not good and it doesn't make sense. Please, please take that energy, pour it into yourself. If your cup is full and you have an access, you have a surplus. Oh, Need Plus Ultra. My cup, my pitcher is full, honey. Okay? I don't even have a barrel big enough to contain this energy and it pours out of me. Well, guess what? There are a lot of people in need. There are a lot of people that are suffering within a drought. There are a lot of people that while your cup runneth over, their cup is dry. Pour into that. Make it better for those people. Have those types of connections with people. You don't want to miss out on those things. You don't want to miss the opportunity to enrich someone else's life. And again, I need to figure out new words to say because I feel like I always say "and again," and I apologize because I get passionate sometimes. And then, like, I'm not a wordsmith. That's why I think I do my style of videos so I can just write things down and get it out because, when I'm out here freestyling, I can't think of anything to say, and I get, when I'm trying to do, I guess, like my little metaphors or examples, I'm sorry, that's my phone going off. I kind of get repetitive in the things that I say, but that's my way of just trying to get to a point. I'm telling you guys, like I said, my form of content is the best form of content for me. I need to, because even with me right now, when I wanted to talk about this, I actually thought about it today and I made a list of how I felt because I tried to think about it from different positions, right? I even thought about, like, okay, what's the most heinous thing that you can think of? One of the most heinous things. And I was like, well, let's just say, because one thing I have seen as well, I've seen like predator poachers or those internet things where they go confront like child predators and things like that. So I was like, okay, a child predator. Okay. How would you feel if you were in a YouTube live and let's just say they caught somebody who was doing something terrible to a child? Without a doubt. Caught live, maybe they have it on video. They know who this person was or is. I'm sorry, I'm talking like they're dead. I'm sorry. They know who this person is. And they just say, hey, we just want to warn the community. We've already called the police. We've already tried to open an investigation. We've already done these things. How would you feel about that? And in those situations, again, I understand why somebody would go that far. I'm not really too mad at it. But I feel like the points that I made before still apply. What if, like, let's say the information that you have, that's somebody else's house now, that's no longer their address, that's a family member's house, and you go burn down a family member's house who had no idea that this person was like that? Is that true justification? Is that true karma? Is that true? I mean, is that true justice? No. I feel like we have to be careful with the things that we say and we do and what we put out. Because while you feel like you are just and you're righteous, not even in what you're doing is wrong, but the information, the direction that you're pointing, like not just people, like again, investigators, but like the internet may be wrong. It may not be on point. And again, it could just get deadly. There's another creator, because again, I love supporting like smaller creators. I love getting to know what's going on in their area, their realm of existence, all that good stuff. But there's somebody here that I followed, and he is from St. Louis. St. Louis, United States. Well, Missouri, United States, for I don't know where you guys are. And I can't remember the young guy's name, but he had a beef with someone. And apparently he knew this person and he called them. They were on like a group live or something along those lines. And he was like, hey, he was literally trolling him. You know, he thought he was being funny. But again, this we're talking about this energy, this justness, like, ooh. He thought that he was going to troll him and go over to this young man's house. And he was going to tell him that he had a gun and he was coming over to his house. He didn't say, hey, I'm going to come like do anything to you. He just said, hey, I just want to show you this, or I'm going to test it or something like that. Like I said, please excuse me because I'm not sure. But the young man went to his house holding his phone. He rang the doorbell. And once he rang the doorbell, the other man who he called and was trying to troll came outside and shot him multiple times. Like it was on camera. I had to like it was horrifying. He just ran outside and gunned this man down, and the young man, he tried to run, but he shot at him so much. There was so many bullets that he didn't even make it far. I think he maybe got to the parking lot or the street and he was down and he passed away. And with that being said, in my example where you have this child predator who's out here doing these things, and you say, you know what, guys, I don't know who's in that area, but here's where this mother flower lives. And you know what? He deserves whatever's coming to him. and some good citizen, because again, protecting children, wanting to remove that type of, I don't even know what to call it right now, that kind of darkness, that kind of evil from the community. That is a good citizen. That is a good person who was trying to right a wrong. And I mean, if they're just doing it not for like, I want people to know it was me, but literally, I'm doing this because I don't want to see another child hurt. I don't want to ever see anything happen to anyone. Again, this man is whatever. You are putting that good citizen in harm's way. That good citizen may turn into a good casualty, a good victim. We don't need any more martyrs. Not for that. Not when there are resources. Not when that person it's just again. And of course, I can't tell you what to do with your energy. But I'm just here to help. I don't want those, and again, this stems farther than internet beef, but just being spread on the internet. But I don't want anybody to have to go through those types of things. I don't want anybody to be caught up in darkness. There's no need. There's no need. Maybe, do we need to have to get t-shirts like, I don't know, like the Dare t-shirts, like, or, back in the day when they used to have to rock the vote, like, dare not to dox. Don't dox. Just a t-shirt with like, I don't know. Of course, I didn't really think that through. I really thought I was cooking with that one, but when I was saying it out loud, I'm like, yeah, that's so stupid. That is so freaking stupid. Who says that? But again, I never said that I had good ideas about it. I'm just expressing my thoughts, and I want to be a help to you all. So don't say anything to me. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me be. But internet beef is no joke, man. So my good people, I want you out there. Please be safe. And again, like let's just talk about it. Look here, I'm saying, and again, I'm so dramatic and I'm so repetitive. Forgive me, you guys. Forgive me, you all. Because I'm not looking at anything now. Now I'm just like talking, and this is what happens. And I'm gonna stop. And here, and okay, and I'm also gonna say this in my practice that I'm working on. I'm not going to stop with the gratitude, because for me, I feel like one of the most important things to remember in our lifetime and our life journey is to express gratitude. Because when you have gratitude, even in some of the most terrible situations, you're able to find a light just to keep you from completely going dark. Because I've been in a lot of very dark situations. And even in the most light situations, I still don't want to ever forget that. And I'm always going to just express gratitude, no matter how small or large. My gratitude meter is always going to be just through the roof. So I'm never going to stop expressing gratitude, but I am putting into my practices, and I'm going to do some affirmations later. I don't want to be apologetic for trying to share my energy when I make a mistake, because I know my intention. And my intentions are pure, and my intentions are to help. And I should not be sorry, and I'm not sorry for not having, I guess, public speaking capabilities, which I'm going to work on, which, again, affirmations. My public speaking, or my desire to build with the community and connect. And when I listen back to my lives, a lot of times, I'm asking myself, what am I apologizing for? There's no need to apologize. All I can tell you is, you know, I'm going to keep working on it. And that, yeah. So that's one thing I look forward to in my own personal progression is not apologizing for things that I don't need to apologize for. Whenever I hear and I'm pretty sure when I listen back to this later, because I like to listen back to take notes to see where I can improve or what I'm doing. Every time I listen, I'm like, oh, it just makes me like cringe. I'm just like, ugh, stop apologizing. Stop it. There's no need. And I'm pretty sure that the people who are here listening don't want to keep hearing me apologize either, because I know I don't want to hear it. So there's that. But anywho, back to the energy that we're putting out. The most high of energy, okay? We don't want any of the low vibrational energy in doxing people. We only want that high energy. And if you do decide to engage in an internet drama, let that drama be absolutely worth it and real. No drama regarding you not liking what another person said and having a difference of opinion. Pour that energy, that extra beautiful, succulent, delicious energy back into yourself. Pour it back into someone who's empty, whose vessel is empty. Give it to your community. Give it to your friends. Give it to your loved ones. That might be a good time when you're angry and anxious or you're looking to raise some internet hell that night. Instead of doing that, put your phone down. Close the laptop, close the Chromebook, turn off the tablet. Go have a movie night with your family. If you can afford it, order a pizza or make dinner together. Sit and talk. Where I'm from, in my part of the universe, it's close to springtime. Go out for a walk. Enjoy the sounds of nature. If it's now nighttime, of course, if you're in a safe area, I don't want anybody out there getting robbed or kidnapped. But if you're in a safe area, or, what is truly a safe area? But if you feel safe, I'll say that. If you feel safe and you're comfortable where you live, go out and take a walk. Listen to the sounds of the street. Listen to the cars passing. Listen to the birds chirping, because even with nature, there's so much activity at night. Listen to the rabbits run. Listen to the wind. Watch the stars in the sky. Send energy, or prayers for the people who are truly suffering in this world. Think about the people who wish they could be, no matter how bad your position is. Maybe you don't know who will wish to be in your position. And I'm not saying that even that's a good thing. But perspective and gratitude is mind changing. And I feel like this internet beef, for the most part, at least the things that I'm hearing about it, or that people have expressed to me, is just so shallow. It's so low vibrational. And I'm not trying to be like saying that someone is vibrational, but low vibrational, but I'm saying if you're doxing someone because they said their favorite color is green, and you feel like green is an a-hole color and it should be blue, and you're going to dox them, not you, but that energy that you're putting out into that dox, that is low vibrational. Not you. You're a wonderful being, I'm pretty sure. But that energy that you're spreading, we don't need that. And you don't either. You don't want that coming out of you. You don't want that type of energy that may come back to you as well. You want to avoid those things. You want to keep that separate. And I actually have some more I want to say, but I need a moment. This is the longest that I've been live. Again, thank you to the people who are here. At one point, I had 4 people, which is cool. That is the most people I've ever had. Thank you. I am so grateful. Gratitude. I'm going to take my dog out for a moment. I'll be right back. I'm going to see if she needs to do anything. But I am very interested in this and I want to keep going and keep up my own personal momentum because I'm not apologetic for wanting to put this type of energy out, which I feel like is a helpful energy, hopefully a healing energy. That's what I want to give people, but we'll have to see. So, one moment, let me go ahead and put on this good background music, and I will be right back. Okay, let me tell you guys. I'm still, and again, I'm not apologizing because I told you I'm not apologizing anymore. I was sitting up here. I even wrote well, it wasn't a song, it was a freestyle. I sang. I sang. I was asking questions. I was saying stuff. Kiwi producer said they have to go. Okay, see you later. Kiwi producer, I appreciate the energy that you have come through. I appreciate the connection and your input in the chat tonight. Thank you so much. I love that. I like you for visiting, and I hope that I do see you again. Please don't hesitate, you guys. Please comment on my videos. Please comment in the live. Please give them a like and a share because, as you all know, while we're talking about it, I am trying to grow my channel. And it would be really helpful if I had input. Because while you all are showing up, if I knew that something was lacking or you're wanting more or there's a subject that you want to talk about, I don't know that. If you are noticing like there's something that's messed up or if you feel like I can improve upon, I would like to know. I am open to constructive criticism. And I mean, even with just positivity, if you want to tell me something that you do like or you do enjoy and you would like me to continue doing, please, please do. Because my goal is to keep you all engaged and to continue to reach more and more people. Right now, we are small, and I would like us to continue to grow. Progression is key. I think my first live, I think I might have had one or two live viewers. And considering as well, I feel like I get really excited because I've seen a lot of lives, and a lot of the lives are like really long. They're really long. And I didn't think about it because even with some podcasts, like when I'm working or I'm exercising or I'm out just walking around, I can be gone for a few hours and I'm still listening to the same live or the same podcast. But I guess, when you're just out there doing things, you tend not to realize, how long, what time has like gone by and it flies. But I had no clue how long people are really out here on live. And even when I was in the live last night that I was telling you guys about, I'm sorry if my dog barks. I got my patio was open and sometimes she'll hear a squirrel. I just saw her ears perked up and I just wanted to warn you because her bark, even though it's really cute, it tends to be a little sharp for some people. But anyway, even the live that I was in last night where I was telling you all about the story about the guy being doxxed. I could not tell you how long I was in that live. I was probably in there for hours. I mean, I don't want to say how long I was up in this person's live because it is embarrassing. But I was in, it had to be hours because by the time that I actually went to bed and bathed and took a shower, it was very, very late. I had to go to work in a few hours. It was crazy. It was like super crazy. So, yeah. But it was again very, very productive. It was very nice. I just like really enjoyed it. But anywho, so I'm sorry, I was going somewhere with like the length of time. That's what I'm saying. This is what again. But I'm happy where we are. I guess for me, I know is I guess mushy as it may sound. I'm just a person, I'm just happy to be here. That's it, and that is all. I'm just I'm just happy to be here, you guys. Again, I feel I'm being guided by the universe. I feel like I'm doing my due diligence. I feel like I, again, while we're talking about the cup is full, my cup is not flowing over by any means necessary. But definitely, with my cup, I'm not thirsty. And I'm saying that humbly. It's not like, oh yeah, humbly. I may not be full, but I am not thirsty. Like I feel good with what I have, and not just where I am, who is in my life, the people that care for me, and I care for them. It's just like I said, it's amazing. It's a thing, and I just don't want to lose that momentum. I want to keep being able to, and I mean I will regardless, because like with the three of you here, the two of you here, the four of you here, even though like I said I do want to grow, that is my one of my goals. Like I said, I'm just happy to be here. I feel good about being able to help. I feel good about channeling my energy to something constructive, to something creative, to something that when I finish, I feel good about it. I don't know if I would feel good, and I'm not saying necessarily for like, if we have that same example of like child predator, but just being out here, in internet beef, I know for sure of doxing people, I wouldn't feel good after that. After I left that internet live, chilling with these people, and if I did those types of things, I wouldn't feel good about that. But when I'm sitting on my live talking about the universe, talking about improvement, talking about growth, getting out of stagnation, sharing energy, connection, community, passion, creativity, like I feel good. I do. I really feel good after that because I know the intention. I know the type of energy that I'm putting out there. And that is like the most positive, most healing, most intentional energy that I have within myself. I have a, like, not like my life purpose, but I feel like, this energy and what I'm putting into it, it's a purpose. It has a purpose. Even if it's even if it's the recipient is one person, I feel so good about that. And it's available because of a tool that we all share, but we each decide to do something different with this tool. Some decide to use the tool for destruction, and others decide to use the tool for building or growth, building bridges, connecting each other, getting to know people. Because I think I was mentioning to you all earlier that, like, I do at home workouts. And a few of the people that I watch aren't even in my same country. There's a guy named Brian Sayuki, I believe his name is, and he's in Kenya. And he does very nice workouts. If anybody ever needs a workout, definitely check out Brian's workouts because they are helpful, they are good. And then there was another person. Let me see if I can find theirs. Destination Mind. If anybody, again, you're looking for a workout, and he has videos. Brian, well, the first guy I was telling you about, the guy from Kenya who does his videos. His videos, I've never been able to catch him live. His videos are already like pre-recorded content, which I'm not mad at because again, that's what I do. That's my lane. Cause y'all see what happens when you get me on the mic. But this other guy, he is amazing. Destination Mind. He's from Uganda. I found him recently. He does live workouts, and his workouts are, you can tell he enjoys himself. Like, he's passionate about working out. He enjoys working out. And you could tell his energy. I mean, again, our physical appearance isn't everything. We're more than that. But have you ever seen a person who they are literally like radiant? Like, you can tell this person takes care of themselves. He puts good food into his body. He's a kind person, because when he was talking, he was like, yeah, I appreciate, he was very grateful. Like, again, and I told you, I'm big on gratitude, because I feel like express gratitude, especially when you're there with an intention. He has an intention. He wants to help people. He wants to get fit. Of course, he wants to grow his channel, which, of course, there's nothing wrong with reaping the benefits and the rewards of your labor and your hard work and your intent to help people. There's nothing wrong with that. That's one of the things, the good things about when you do good out there. You do get to reap benefits and rewards. That's a plus. So shout out to Destination Mind. But again, like, his physical being is a reflection of what he does. I don't know him as a person. Just like these cool dudes I was in their lives last night. I don't know him as a person. I don't know them from a can of paint. But what I can say is that I quite enjoyed his energy. He was so kind, he was so helpful, he was so friendly. And I feel like we need more of that energy. Can we have more of that energy, please? Can we just have people who are just willing to be kind and help others, be a part of a community, and reap the benefits of their work? And again, not just monetary, but even like the level of just being supported, making a connection with another being. And whenever you believe in your religion, you know, seeing, knowing that your most high sees you putting that energy, being kind, being helpful. Like, we need more of that and less internet drama and doxing. I'm not letting it go, because that is the reason why you're here. We need more of that. So shout out to Destination Minds, and shout out to Brian Sukuyi. I'm not going to mess up his name. I do apologize. I don't want anybody to get mad. I don't want that. I'm from the United States, so forgive me. But the thought of that has me just wondering, what all do you watch on YouTube? For the two people who are here, what is it that you look for in YouTube? And what brought you, or how did you find my channel? I would really like to know that. How did you all find me? How did you all find me? And what keeps you here? I know that Kiwi producer left. They didn't say why they left. I mean, but they've been in a few times, so I'm inclined, I could be wrong, but I'm inclined to believe that they actually enjoyed the comment, which much appreciation. Please leave your feedback below. Please, if you see a video, please leave your feedback. Oh, and by the way, I made an edit mistake on my last video. If you notice, because I'm not going to tell anybody what it is. Nobody has responded to my post yet. But if you see it, please comment, because I did make an editing mistake in my last video, but I will not fix it. I'm not correcting it. I'm going to leave it in there. I feel like it gives my video some personality. and it's made by a human, not AI. Hashtag not a art, not AI. Which, you know, I feel like I mean, I won't go out to say that my videos are art, but I feel like it's my artistic outlet and it's my creative outlet because I can't express to you how much I enjoy writing my scripts. I and just like finding like videos that fit the vibe or pictures and creating thumbnails. I really enjoy it. I even remade my, you know, PFP as you guys can see in my YouTube background. I truly like I can't tell you all enough how much I enjoy it. So that's why I think I go as far as to call it art, even though it's not necessarily art, but it's art to me because it's a form of creation. And I feel like I put my own artistry into it. And even though, like, when I have a vision, I guess I've come to really enjoy working around the vision because everything that I want to do, I can't necessarily execute. I don't have the resources or the time or even the know how a lot of times. So I have to basically figure out and come up with things as I'm doing them. And it can be like not stressful because I feel like that's putting 20 on 10. It's not stressful. It can be a little worrisome. There's a few nights I've stayed up far later than I should have. Far, far later than I should have to make it happen, but it's just what that's just what I want to do. Like I love it. That's what I want to do. Like it gets me going. I'm here for the people. You know, I am here for the energy. I'm here for the fun. Like the internet has thrown me many loopholes, not even loopholes, loop-de-loos. It's thrown me a lot of different directions, just I'm sure as it has you. And here we are. Here we all are. We are back. We're continuing. We move forward. Life progression. We're grateful for the opportunities and the chances. We keep working and striving. And yeah, it's just a blessing. It's just a good thing. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. I know that we're truly going to get to a moment where there is going to be growth on this channel because again, with you all staying, I feel like that tells me something. I'm just hoping I'm not wrong. Like I said, I don't want to beg, but I'm just asking you all, just like how I would affirm and ask the universe, please give me feedback on the video. Let me know if you enjoy it, what you like, what you don't like, how I could be better, where you feel like I need to improve, if I need to improve, which I mean, I'm sure I do. Let's be for real here. Even if you enjoy the vibe, even if you because this is what because I'm guessing that you all and of course I'm joking. I'm not meaning this seriously. But you all are forcing me to speculate and what's going on here because nobody's saying anything. So I'm going to assume, this is my assumption, because I don't have any visual right now, that someone put that you guys just have your phone down. Maybe you're cleaning, maybe you're driving, maybe you're out for a walk. I don't know. But I have to believe that you just have me down. You're not looking at your phone. You don't want to say, but you want to listen, and that's fine because your presence is what I appreciate. You're here and you're receptive of my energy. I'm thankful. So I don't ever want you to stop with your presence if you truly want to be here, of course. And I'm hoping that you will and will continue to. But like I said, if you truly would like to help me grow, if you truly would like to engage, if you truly would like to connect and be a part of a community and help me out, please comment. I see that you've liked, so thank you. I'm not going to keep it, but please comment. Please share with someone who may benefit from this. Please let me know if you truly enjoy the content, or you're just basically listening because that's what you want to do. And by all means, feel free to. I'm so glad that you're present. Thank you for giving me your energy and being here with us in this moment. But I really, I need to know. I wanna know. Okay? I want to know. And I know you don't want to hear me rant because this isn't what it's about here. So yeah. So I think on that note, I'm gonna wrap it up because I feel like I've had my fill in what I've had to say about today's topic. So let's do a nice little cute little quick little recap. I want to tell everybody happy weekend. It's still Friday for me. It was Friday when I began this live. I don't know where you are within our universe, within this world, within our realm. But wherever you may be, I hope that you have a happy weekend. I hope the universe showers you, and you are ready to receive all of the gifts that the universe is giving and has waiting for you if you just listen and do what you need to do. I'm hoping that your weekend is productive. I hope that your vessel is as full as it can be. If your vessel is empty, I hope this helped put a little something into it, if not entertain you. If you're overflowing, I hope that you are able to pour some of that energy into the people around you whose vessels may not be as full as yours and who would use that. Internet beef, for the most part, just from what I'm hearing and what I've witnessed, seems to be, for the most part, like I said, I know there are extenuating circumstances, but for the most part, this common internet drama, unless it's fabricated and staged, which is also something too, that could be a possibility. You don't need that. You don't want to. You are not low vibrational, but especially, and I guess to me, if you're doxing someone for something stupid, that's low vibrational energy you're putting out. You don't want that. You don't want to put out that low vibrational boohickey. Okay? You don't want that. So don't do those things. Okay? Thank you. Thank you. Can we make a promise? Everybody raise your right hand. Say I, and then your name. Do solemnly swear not to dox anyone and to put out low vibrational energy because I am better than that. And I promise Me Plus Ultra Universe, I'm giving you time to say it, so sorry. I promise Me Plus Ultra Universe that I will never do these things because nobody needs that. Okay. So if you are watching the replay and if you stayed this far, God bless you. I want to thank you all again for listening, for being present, for supporting my channel. I have some other videos that will be coming soon. I cannot thank you enough. And I hope that you all have a great day, night, evening, week, weekend, month, year, end of times.